Let's talk about Halloween, folks. It may be good fun for the kids to dress up as a cowboy or astronaut or ballerina and trick-or-treat, but this trend of grown adults glorifying the likes of Spider-Man by dressing up as them is, especially in the times we live in, disturbing. What say you, Gino from the Bronx?
Yeah, well, I get your point, but my girlfriend got this sexy Spider-Girl costume, and it really spices things up. Know what I'm saying?
Huh. I most certainly do not. J. Jonah Jameson is not one to be judgmental, but you, sir, are an extremely disturbed man. Goodbye.
That does sound like JJ's worst nightmare.
There's the drone.
Is just his love of his life dressed as Spider-Man. Hello everybody, welcome to Marvel Spider-Man for the PlayStation 4. Today we'll be doing more side objectives, which means more post commentary, of course. And so because of that, I'm not actually playing, but I am talking to talk over the what do you call it? Music. We call it music. That's what humans call it, at least. So yeah, and also just provide a little bit of insight about what happened. Oof. So today you'll see I'll be starting off by doing all of these challenges, which took me a couple tries each. Some of them took me more tries than others, and I'm sure I'll point it out when they do. This is one of the ones that took me quite a bit more tries. But then after that, I will actually be kind of showing off a lost episode, which won't have any commentary at the time. It will be post commentary, but I'll point it out when we get there. So look at that. Perfect. Finished it, and that's the goal.
That well in school.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because it looked like I messed up there at the end, but I got it. So yeah, who cares? I want to say this is another one that took a bit more tries to do. Not that many. This is the other one that I did in the episode. So here I had to learn to do this R1 whenever these bomb disposal things happened, which I wasn't a big fan of. I do remember this one actually being one of the harder ones that you have to do. All of these challenges were pretty fun. It is something that I was kind of hoping would be in the game. And so when it was, then, I was happy about it, which makes sense. But yeah.
Okay, one more.
I don't really have any tips for these other than like just do them over and over again, maybe. Yeah, as soon as I think I like went ham on pressing R1 whenever I would get into position. And you can I'll describe it next time I show a bomb challenge.
Awesome.
But there's another gold for us. Next we have, it's a stealth mission. This one took me 2 or 3 tries.
Gotta move quick and quiet.
I do remember this one feeling like it took a long time just because of how long it is to do anything stealth. But yeah, you can see me doing stuff like that where it's like, all right, I know enemy patterns and I just throw something out there. You really couldn't do that on your first try. But that's okay. There are challenges. You are probably expected you to play it multiple times. It's like you could succeed on your first try, but if you want to get the gold, it kind of makes sense you have to try multiple times. And that was close, but it
what was that?
wasn't a loss. So I keep going. You'll see me, this is kind of where I learned to just use that flying kick attack from unsafe distances. I think I start using that later on in the regular series. So I think I mentioned it in one episode. I'm like, yeah, doing all of these challenges kind of teaches you to use that move more often when you have the chance. So this is where that came from, was this specific challenge.
I think I'll let myself be just a little smug this time.
Okay, that was a little... It was perfectly said, Spider-Man.
Impressed.
And yet you sound like you want to kill me.
Not yet. I have so much more to learn.
Stay here and stay quiet. The police will be here soon.
Like, do you have a favorite potato?
Folks, you've no doubt heard about the riot at Empire State University. But this is not your usual toxic mix of underage drinking, entitled millennials, and hormones run rampant. Authorities are keeping a tight lid on the situation, but my sources tell me the demons drugged the students, turning them into deadly rage machines. What has become of our fair city, ladies and gentlemen, when we have to fear our own children, our neighbors, our husbands and wives? Be vigilant, be on guard, and keep a close eye on that barista with the man bun making your skinny latte, or you could be next!
I don't remember if I mentioned in this episode or another episode. What am I talking about? I don't remember if I've mentioned yet or not. The whole barista thing has always been like a point of confusion. I imagine it's just, so I'm used to like Spanish, where I'm from. There's a lot of Spanish speakers here. And so when I hear barista ending with an A, I think, oh, that must mean like female. But barista, I guess, is also for guys, as was pointed out there, and I'm sure other times to me. And that's always been confusing to me. I assume it's because the word barista isn't Spanish. It's, you know, like French or whatever. But it did make me want to like come up with a word that was like a male barista that doesn't end with like a like a burist, brewist. I think burist is what I came up with, which I think sounds cooler if I'm a guy.
Damn, how you like me now?
I'd rather be called a burist than a burista or a buristo. No, I don't even want to be called a buristo. I think just burist sounds really cool. So, oh, that looked weird.
I know you. You were on my neighbor's porch for Halloween.
The name's Taskmaster, and you're about to get taken to school.
What?
I have a photo-reflexive memory. Anything I see you do, I can do.
But not better, because you're not Shirley Temple. I think, right? Isn't that Shirley Temple? Anything you can do, I can do, man. I can do.
With the Avengers, you're nothing.
But Spider-Man is an Avenger at some point.
So much.
I told you, I know everything you're gonna do.
That's not what that means, but I guess everything he can do, not necessarily everything he's going to do. What in the world is he doing? Yeah. You can see I have a lot of trouble with this.
You don't like a fair fight.
When are you gonna figure out this isn't working?
It's working great for me. I pick up more of your moves every time.
Yeah. I have a lot more trouble with this
As good as the original.
guy than I do. I have a lot more trouble with this guy than I did with the second fight I did against him, because I feel like I figured a lot of stuff out here that is just like I don't really get what this fight's supposed to be,
You got an energy sword?
but it's cool.
If you're trying to kill me with jealousy, it just might work.
Kill me with kindness. I think he just tried throwing that at me and I threw it back at him.
You were quick.
Yeah, see, that was close.
Still got tricks up your sleeve, huh? Guess I need more data before I can fulfill my contract.
Here's all the data I need. I beat you, you ran away. Conclusion, you lose.
Not yet. You'll find other challenges around the city. Once I've seen what you can do, we'll talk about round 2.
I try so hard to be likable. Why does everyone always want to fight me?
So if anyone's watched the main series, you'll know that
These bombs aren't going to defuse themselves.
the contract he's talking about is to hire Spider-Man as part of their mercenary crew. I guess it is kind of interesting that he's like, you know, like, oh, you beat me, but still, this one was so hard. You beat me, but still, I need to get more data to see if you can still beat me again later to see if you're like the fact that he beat you, I don't know, the first time might mean that he's worth taking on. I don't know. So tips about these bomb disposals, because this one by far is the hardest. I had to do this one over and over and over again. So it's hard to say what the tips are, but one of them is that you can web zip straight to the bomb. So you'll see me doing that there, and then hold LB and L1 and R1 right as you start zipping again, which is the same buttons to zip.
Friends, there's a fine line between being a conspiracy theorist and seeing a clear pattern. I walk that line, and I am confident in perceiving a common thread among these attacks on Oscorp and Norman Osborn by the demons. The motive? It's hard to ascribe motive to lunatics, but I suspect it's no accident that they're striking at both a pillar of our corporate community and the center of our city's government. It's our very way of life that's under assault. As I have always warned, if you've been listening to me, you're ready. If not, I'll pray for you.
Pray a flower pot falls from a windowsill. The song. I think it's called I'll Pray For You. It's a funny song. I recommend checking it out. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, for the bomb disposal. For these things, you just chase it, and yeah, just have to get some practice. Yeah, use the super jumps where you can if you have that upgrade. And then yeah, this one just takes, you know, learning the route. Well, a couple of these I did on my first try, I think. And so as long as you just keep a good eye on where it is and where it's, you know, passing close to, then it shouldn't be too hard. It always places the points on a surface, so you never have to just hit them in midair. you can always like jump to them like that. Or you can like run like that one. You just run along the wall there. So that's how that goes. Anyway, for the bomb disposal, the last thing I want to say is after you throw it, as soon as it's clear that you're going to throw the bomb, just immediately start spamming R1 so you can get as many of those in as you can. Because basically, in order to get that thing perfect, you have to get like all the webs that you can, and it's just dependent on the time at that point. Which is why some of those are a bit harder than these other ones. Because these other ones are less like that, where it's like, oh, there's a one, like, oh, there actually is a midair. So you gotta watch out for that. That one I already knew, that's why I like went a little ahead. Because yeah, I definitely did this one more than once. But this one's kind of cool. I do like the crazy like falling like that. And then the drones, you can hit them.
I love acing it even more.
As long as you're within a certain like dome range. So you just watch out for that. This bomb disposal I remember being super easy. I think I did it on my first try, if I'm not mistaken. So as far as the picking which path you'll take for the bombs, as soon as the level starts, you can see how far away they are in meters. Yeah, I remember like, oh, I'm not gonna get this on my first try because I did that, but then I ended up getting it on my first try anyway. So it didn't matter. But yeah, you can see the meters away. So as soon as you spawn in, you can see the closest one, and that's the one you go for. Or at least that's the way that I did it. I think I tried doing it in reverse order for the one that I said took me the longest, which was the previous bomb disposal we watched.
Find the last bomb.
But I found out it's like, no, you just want to go for the closest one. It's just, I mean, it makes sense. I just, I checked for you just to be sure. And yeah, that's how it works. See there, you can jump to it, then hold L1, R1, and then start spamming R1 like now. And then, yeah, as soon as he starts doing it, he does it.
In your face, nutty stalker dude.
Because yeah, the base bomb score plus 300 is for hitting all of them, and then the plus 900 is for hitting them each with 3 webs. And so you have to get both of those, and then it's just a matter of the time. So you just do it over and over again until you get the good time. And yeah, I don't know what other tips I have for those. And that's just general maneuverability tips. This is a combat challenge, which is just based on hitting fools and beating butts. There might be a time element to this. I actually don't remember. We'll see at the end. But yeah, as far as general movement tips go, your web zip and point jump are your fastest moves, and then the swing is your slowest move. So you do that one when you have to, but you're mainly relying on web zips and point zips where you can. And you want to always point zip directly to the bomb, because that's the fastest way to start throwing it afterwards. You see here I'm using my battle focus. Oh, yeah, so I'm just wearing this outfit, I think, because it's my favorite outfit. Or something. I honestly don't know. And battle focus is the first suit power you get in the game that just gives you more focus, which is pretty good. It's situational. I remember before I started playing this game, I read an article by someone that said that's like, oh, the suit powers are cool and all, but there's no reason to use any of them except for the starting one because battle focus is so good. And it's like, yeah, I mean, I guess if you're bad at the game, I could see that. But if you're not, then I got plenty of focus just playing. I never really felt the need to use battle focus too often, unless I was doing really bad, in which case it was very useful. But if I was doing really well, there was other abilities that I would have liked more. Like quad damage was one of the cool ones. My personal favorite was actually also a really early one, which is the Web Blossom. That one's really good for just taking out like generic crimes, because it kind of takes everyone out in the area really quickly. It's very good. Woo, I am flying around this place, my goodness. Wee! Yeah, I don't know what like other powers. Oh yeah, there's time remaining. Okay, so it is based on time.
And I look good doing it.
Final health bonus, so make sure you heal right before it ends. Which is just down on the D-pad. So yeah, here you look, I'll go for the left one first, because it's the closest, 300 meters. Yeah, so it's sort of that sort of thing where you decide which one you're gonna do. But once you've decided your path, then it's pretty simple. It's basically just if you're on your first try, that's the only time that matters. Oh my goodness, you can tell this is one of the easier ones by the fact that I was able to do all that and still get the gold.
Okay, took care of that one.
Yeah, that hardest one, I felt like I was doing it so perfectly. I don't know what the difference was when I got the gold versus when I didn't. I just did it over and over again, and I didn't feel like I was doing anything different every time. But eventually I got it, and so I can't really be much help there. Yeah, see there, I even missed the point target. Like, this is so bad. I can't believe this gave me the gold when the other one was just so like spot on to get the gold. Yeah, I even missed that because those spin around things are dumb. I think just for a quick tip, I guess, I believe you're supposed to press X at the end of it, right before you jump, which originally I thought you pressed X right when you touch it, because I think that's how it describes the ability is working. It's like, oh, press X right before you come into contact with the point target, and then you'll do a super jump. But it's actually press X right before you jump off of the point target. So the ones where you spin around, you have to press X a little bit later. So like these, you press it right as you touch the target. But it all depends. So yeah, I can't believe I get gold for this.
Is it sad that I find validation in acing a lunatic's challenge? Because I really do.
But there you go. I got it anyway. Maybe it's because it was 4 bombs. I don't know.
Gotta move quick and quiet.
So this is, I think, the hardest of the stealth challenges. Though I think I got it on my first try, but you'll see I pull off some nonsense to get it. It's a little silly. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I don't know the route yet at this point. It's just like, oh, he's safe, grab him. Okay, it's just, you know, you gotta move, keep moving, snap, snap, snap. It's all time. Oh, does that count? Oh wow, I can't believe I got him. See, that's the thing. I pull off some nonsense for this. It's like, yeah, if someone's safe, just get him. You just figure it out. You know, it's like, yeah, he's safe. Okay, then fine, he's out. This is where I pull off some stuff that I shouldn't have been able to. Yeah, you see, like I'm wasting time here. It's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I think I switched to. What do I do? I'm actually a little excited to see what I do. Come on. See, I'm wasting so much time. I guess I just did the rest of it so quickly. Yeah, and then I just... Oh, see.
Feeling pretty good about myself right now.
Barely got that goal. Look at that, by 13 points. It was so close to not getting it, which makes sense. I was wasting so much time there. This is just a combat challenge. Let's see how I started off. Yeah, I think that ends up not working out as well as I'd hoped it would. But so the I guess a recommendation for these combat challenges is this focus bar, just because if you use it right out the gate, then you can get like full focused early on, and then yeah, you can use it like this where I messed up there. So I should have gotten hit, but instead of getting hit, I just was able to use my focus meter. So the average combat situation, I don't recommend focus. This ability, whatever, the focus bar ability. Just because generally you can build up your own focus, but in this specific scenario, you can use it right as the battle starts to give yourself a little focus boost, and then you can do the rest of the level with focus on. And yeah, pull off stuff like that. Also, the trip mines are really powerful in fights.
Wish I'd done that well in school.
But you don't get very many of them. And they have to be facing something, which can be difficult.
Imagine this. A stray shopping cart dents your car. You take it to the auto body shop, only that shop is a front for a drug lord called Tombstone, and he and Spider-Man have decided to have a power struggle at that precise moment. Sir, tell us the rest.
I start to go in and I see Spider-Man fighting this massive guy with fangs like a shark.
That would be one Lonnie Lincoln, a.k.a. Tombstone. Did it seem they were fighting over drug profits or merchandise? I understand there's talk of a new drug that turns its users into zombies.
I don't know what it was about. I got my ass out of there.
Sir, I understand you've been through a lot, but please refrain from using that kind of language. This is a family show.
Sorry. Anyway, I'm glad I split, because pretty soon, the cops and firefighters are there.
Ah, the real heroes. What a relief. I think we can all use a happy ending.
I thought this was a family show.
Jared, get rid of him!
What? I've heard that like 2 or 3 times now.
Gotta move quick and quiet.
And I don't get like what the I like this the first time just listening to it now was the first time that I understood what he meant. Well, the first time he said this is a family show, I still don't get what he meant the second time he said it was a family show. So that one has always kind of confused me. He said the A word. Ooh. And as you'll notice that over here on Zoink Meister Patrick's half of the channel, we like to make this our own personal little family show. No, I don't. Well, I don't know. I don't know whether or not you've noticed, but I usually don't swear on my videos. But
sorry, did I startle you?
That's independent of the games I play. I am totally fine playing a game with tons of swearing. I just don't personally do it. And it's not like something I've chosen to do. It's like, no, I'm not gonna swear for my videos because man, so I just don't do it. It's just not something I never think about it. I think there's a really fun part in the Call of Juarez series. That was a risky move, but whatever, it works out, kind of. Yeah, I just ended up taking it.
Yeah. I'm awesome.
Okay. Well, that looked bad, but whatever, it counts. This one I remember having to do a lot. This one I remember being one of the more difficult drone challenges. I remember getting really frustrated with this one too. Yeah, like that. It's like that one was really hard to hit. You have to like aim it too well, and then there it kind of makes it look like you have to do something different from the fastest way. And blech. Yeah, I remember this would be a pain. Because yeah, how I do it here. Yeah, you see stuff like that. It's like it's just not well spaced out for. Yeah, see, yeah. You like I pull off a lot of nonsense to get this done. None of it's really well spaced out, but that's okay. You can see how I recommend doing it. Woohoo! So these are actually pretty cool. I guess alternatively, because this one's so hard, I get to show off a little bit of traversal styling, which I didn't really get to show off anywhere else in the series. So that's special. What did I knock him out? Oh yeah, Call of Juarez series. Ooh, that's close. There's a part where I use some weird exclamation like, "Oh, Jeezum Goshel" or something like that, and then Adam points it out. He's like, "Well, why'd you use such a weird phrase?" And I said, "Oh, it's just the phrasing I use." It wasn't. Yeah, look at that. Like you have to skip so much of this. It's so weird. They trick you. They trick you. You have to learn this one. That's kind of what took me so long. See, I don't know if you saw it. There's like a little second there where you can see how close you have to be. But basically, you just spam the triangle button. Because that's what you use to attack the drone. You just fly at them and spam triangle. This one was also hard because it glitches so bad. And unfortunately, you don't get to see the glitch because the time that I do it successfully is the glitch isn't there, which might be part of the reason why I'm able to do it successfully. But one of the enemies gets trapped in the spawn zone, so he's through a door and you can't hit him. I forget like how you get him out. I did take him out a couple times because I was trying to figure out a path that I could do that would allow me to take him out as well. But then my successful run, I ended up not needing to because he didn't glitch that this time, whatever. So that was a little bad. It was really disappointing, I guess. These challenges are hard enough as it is without throwing in like glitches like that. I feel like that sort of thing should have been maybe play tested a bit better. But yeah, that's the easiest way to take out brutes, by the way, because they use up 2 focus meters, but you can actually hit a regular guy afterwards. So I thought brutes, at this point when I was playing, I thought brutes were, excuse me. At this point that I was playing, I thought brutes could only be taken out with they require 2 focus meters, and I thought that was it. Like you couldn't do the combo after that and take out another person, but that's not true. You can actually combo the brute takedown into a second takedown. Just a second takedown can't be another brute, is all. So yeah, that was cool. And now we've jumped ahead to the lost episode. So this actually has all original commentary. You just won't see any of it because I was so busy focusing on fighting that my commentary was very I don't know, there wasn't very much of it, I guess I should say. So that's why I'm commentating in post instead of keeping any of the original commentary.
Talk about eroding your faith in humanity.
All units.
So these will just be a bunch of crimes mainly, and I'm only showing the crimes where I successfully did one of the crime side objectives. So you'll get to see a lot of that. Luckily, none of these car chases... Oh yeah, stop the crime without taking any damage. So you can kind of see how I do that. Stopping cars without taking any damage, at least the earlier ones, is super difficult. You see here, whenever he shoots out the window like that, you're supposed to go to the far side. Somehow I managed not to get shot anyway. But yeah, you have to be on... If you're on the side of the car that guy is when that happens... For some reason, there's a guy there, but I take him out anyway. Then... he will just shoot his gun out. He won't actually step out. So you have to be either on the top of the car or on the side of the car to have him step out, and then that's how you pull him out of the vehicle. But then after this, you have to make sure that... Well, actually, here you can take damage, I believe. So, yep. It's easy enough. And I take damage right there.
I never bothered to get my license. Yuri, I ran across some Ryker's inmates. They've built a fort. Way better than the ones I used to make out of sofa pillows.
I just had a patrol car call. They tried to step in, but there were too many. And we don't have the manpower for reinforcements.
Lucky for you, you've got Spider-Man power. Not bad, huh? I should have gone into advertising.
I like how she doesn't grace that with the comment. So here you'll see why I'm doing this commentary in post. Because these things are so long. And it's not a matter of like any stealth that makes them long. I mean, there is stealth involved, but that's just not what makes them long. what makes them long is this area is just so huge and there's not enough people to cover all of it. So you have people like stuck across the map from you and stuff like that, and you just like fight enemies so slowly, and you'll see. It's this. I think this first one's the worst anyway. It's just like it even just felt worse to do them because of this. Most of these will be in the next episode of the side series where I'll be finishing all these stuff off. What you'll be seeing here is I wanted to try doing one of these Ryker bases and one of the other base type, which is, what are they? Sable, one of the Sable bases. And that was to show off in an episode. So next episode is actually what I do for the side mission stuff, I guess. When I, like basically every episode of the side series so far. This one will stand out a little bit because I'm not trying to do everything. I'm just trying to do each thing once to show it off in the episode. And so originally I was going to be like, oh, it'd be cool. I'll have one episode that's all kind of combat based. And then afterwards I remembered, oh yeah, I tried to cut down on the combat in the main series. Oh, that was cool. If you saw, I stuck him with a trip mine and then walked around him in a circle trying to get him to turn towards me until the trip mine actually faced something. That guy threw that Molotov like danger close. I don't know why. That was a risky move on his part, but maybe he doesn't care. Prisoners do not have a whole lot of forward thinking skills, I don't think. Otherwise they probably wouldn't be in prison. But yeah, so the this whole bit I do here is I was originally just gonna be like, oh, it'd be cool to do a combat episode because the main series doesn't have all as much combat because I usually cut out as much of the combat as I can because it's repetitive, like Adam says. It's enjoyable, but I imagine to watch, there's not a whole lot of different things happens. It's all about like staying on your toes and figuring out what you need to do next and who needs to be hit with what. So it's very brain intensive and not very talky-y intensive. So it's hard for me to talk while doing them, or at least if I want to do them well. And you'll see that here. I do like one of the hardest outpost challenges in this game. And I do it while trying to talk. And so I am personally impressed with myself for managing to pull that off, as you'll see when we get to it. But yeah, so I recorded this. I didn't really like the recording because I wasn't able to talk as much as I'd like to. And then I even realized afterwards, like, wait, if I were to edit this, I'd normally edit out all of the combat anyway. So it's kind of weird.
I've spoken to people on the block who say the escapees tried to break into their buildings.
Fits with what I heard. They want to take one over.
They'll be a lot easier to deal with on the street, without hostages.
I'm working on it. Talk to you soon.
The footage is good though. You see here, just blow people off. I wish I used that tactic more. I think it's a lot of fun. Oh, I did not dodge that successfully. That took a lot of my damage though, my health. It took like 60 health or something. That's crazy. Yeah. Oh, that one took like no health. I don't know what the difference is. You see I build up some good combos here. It's like, I don't know. I do pretty good for what it is, but it is what it is. And now you can see why these things are so slow. So I'm facing like one enemy at a time. It's like, okay, there's enemies like everywhere. Yeah, I'm not even on the final wave. Like, there's still tons of enemies around here, but I'm just fighting this one guy because no one's here. There's just like, yeah, it's a lot of people with like rocket launchers from far away, and everyone has to run from wherever their spawn door is, like across this whole giant place to get to you. It's not good. Oh, shoot, I got hit. And right in midair, I like paused it for that. Concussive? Blah. Nope. No, I'm just doing takedowns. I think I was trying to... Yeah, I'm trying to use my like double takedowns, but they're too far apart. I don't know why I don't use my quad damage though. I think I was waiting to show it off in the episode that I use it in. And so I try to avoid... You'll see me generally trying to avoid using my specials unless they're like... For the challenges, I use them, of course, because, you know, I don't think you want to handicap yourself for the thing that's specifically called, this will be difficult for you to do. See there, I don't know why I don't just use like concussive blast and kill both of them. I guess you do have a limited number. No! You got one more hit.
You guys are really late. I'm afraid there'll be a no-show fee.
There. Is the no-show fee more punches? Yeah, that is one of my favorite attacks, is if you do an uppercut right on the edge, it pushes them back just far enough that they fall off the side. Which just kind of feels like a sad way of being defeated. So it's like a, you know, it's like a morality thing. It'd be cool if more games had that sort of like morality meter on the enemies. But like if you found humiliating ways of defeating them, that they'd kind of just like give up more and be like, man, like I don't want to I don't want to fight him. Like, I just don't want to deal with that. But did I switch to my concussive? No, I have web shooters. See, I don't know why I don't just concuss these guys off the building. Oh, I think concussive blast actually doesn't work on big boys. That might be why I switched off of it. And you see this new technique I learned or decided on. Because I think there was a lot of time that passed between this episode and the previous one where, I forgot why, but I decided on using this new technique where I just basically spam the web button. Yeah, it doesn't work on big boys. Yeah, see, it's like, so that way, if anyone's on the ground, it just like takes them out instead of, they can get back up if you don't do that. So you see, like there, all right, someone was webbed up and they're on the ground. And so if I hit them with more web, then they stay down. If I don't, then they could stand up and break out of the web, which I didn't want. So I learned to do that. If I don't know where enemies are, I'll just web randomly around and hope I hit something because he auto locks.
The siege of Manhattan Fortress is over, milady.
Thanks. I'll send some buses to take those guys back to their cells. And please don't call me milady ever again.
Oh, but I like saying my lady.
Let's see what I can do about the escape part. Oh man, I forgot the s'mores!
Who arrests these guys after he beats them up? Like these random street crimes, like right now? Because I mean, the whole thing is that the police are like too busy dealing with Electro and stuff, so I don't know what they're supposed to do. What do I get here? I imagine I get swing kicks. So the problem with some of these later Ryker crimes is that the two objectives you see like requires me to hit guys 15 times, I guess. Both these attacks are pretty strong, so it's just hard to there just aren't enough guys to do this. It's like I'm just exclusively doing the swing kicks, and then I hope I switch to exclusively air throws, but I might not. Yeah, and then I'm trying to do air throws now, but you'll just see there just aren't enough guys to do that. Yeah, it's like I'm trying. Oh, I'm trying. Give me that. Yep, and then throw them. Can I do it? I might be able to pull it off. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, see, there just aren't enough. Maybe if I hadn't thrown the shield, but the shield kind of gets in the way. That's why I tried to get rid of it. So that's kind of one of the annoying things about doing some of those side objectives. Here's another car one, but you don't have. You can take damage for this one, but I tried showing off because later in the game like this, I do a lot more of these where I managed to successfully land on cars. I don't know, maybe there's some update that made that easier to do, but back when this game first came out, it was so difficult. It was like broken difficult. So I would be pretty happy if they fixed it. These guys are pretty funny because they're like right next to the vehicle. So as long as you get in the right position, you can just take them all out like that. But now I'm out. You can just switch to the regular ones as well. Although, I don't know why I used web grenade. That works. See here though, he's not facing anything. So now I have to go around the car to get him to face it. And there you go. It's a weird technique you have to use. Of course, I wasn't able to electrify anybody because I was too busy sticking them to walls. Although I probably should have started with electrifying them and then moved to sticking to walls. But whatever. I think I try hitting these other guys that aren't related to see if that counts. But I don't believe it does. Yeah, so I electrify these guys. Or I just take this guy out. I'm not sure which. No, I might have been confused. I thought that was like, oh, it must be like an ambush thing. And it wasn't. Where's this last guy? Oh, he's right there. That's funny. Try to hide from the sniper rifle fire. Okay. And then, yeah, don't use the bomb. Yeah, just throw him into the wall. Perfect. Yeah, I didn't electrify them though.
Those inmates have hostages. Gotta be careful.
These hostage things are interesting. I assume it's this one, where we'll get to hear a little bit from the police, because there actually police are here, firing past us. I don't know if we'll get to see that, but there's like a police line of like, oh, that's pretty cool. It's like, oh, dude, I think it says like Spider-Man, you are endangering hostages by doing this. It's like, I mean, yeah, they all choose to fight you, but they could have also chosen to attack the hostages. So, fortunately, they didn't. Let's see.
Crime up the wazoo right now. Wish I could clone myself.
No.
Me? I won't get any peace until I shut that. Oh, guy.
Yeah, it was another one that they someone mentions that. I'm sure I showed off, but it might not be in this episode. It might be in the next episode. So look out for that. I'll point it out when it comes though. So as you can see, I'm trying to do one of these Sable Outposts, and basically how this episode went down was I was going to do one Ryker Outpost, one Sable Outpost, and then yeah, the concussive blast is really overpowered on rooftops. Do I knock this guy off? Yeah, no, there's no need. I just throw him. There's only one guy. I was gonna do one Ryker outpost and one Sable outpost, but then throughout the episode, I kind of like when I first started the game, I would do any crime that just passed my way, just because they're all very like time consuming to do. So it's usually better. Wow, that looked like it would have killed me. So usually I try to do crimes as they come because I don't want to miss them, because if you miss them then you have to find them again, and you know it's just time consuming, and so usually it's worth doing whenever you have the chance. Wow, that's a lot of guys. So that's basically how this episode went down. Since there's two types of crimes going on simultaneously, there's just crimes everywhere spawning all the time. So I couldn't catch a break, so I had this whole episode lined up that was just me doing these crimes to get them out of the way, and while I'm just gonna get one Ryker outpost and one Sable outpost done. And my plan was to get one story mission. So I was going to do Ryker, Sable, then story. But I never ended up getting the story mission because I just spent so much time doing crimes. And I wanted to show off crimes where I pulled off special objective. And all of these are my first time attempting them. So I usually pull off a special objective, as you'll see. So it became side episode, which is cool. I like side episodes. I thought it was a neat idea to pull off. Hopefully it works out well. I know some people in the comments mentioned that they had wanted me to show off the combat more to see me improve.
Now, reports are coming in that Martin Lee, along with exhibiting freakish abilities like those of you-know-who, has lately seemed to display almost a split personality. This is hogwash and a clear attempt to evade justice for his crimes. Only a fool would believe that he's Mr. Positive one moment, helping the poor with a smile, then suddenly he's Mr. Negative, blowing up. Wait a minute! Mr. Negative! That's gold, Jared! Gold! Trademark it! Stat! As I was saying, folks, Martin Lee's evil side, or as everyone is now calling him, Mr. Negative, has been revealed as the culprit for the City Hall bombing.
I'm trying to get this guy near the edge of the roof. So that is this game's explanation of how Mr. Negative gets his name, which I've been calling him Mr. Negative for a while now, but now we have a name for him in game. So there you go. Glad we got that. I'm trying to throw this guy off the roof. I don't know why I'm doing it so weirdly, but it's just the edge of this roof is too high to get him off of with. I'm trying to do, but this just throws him straight down, so I don't know what my plan is here. Yeah. I think I just broke his back. Pretty sure he was just slammed in the ground from like 20 feet in the air. So this is another one of those issues where there just weren't enough people to do both the knockoff and stealth takedowns. But also I don't know where this last guy is. Oh, perfect. Luckily it shows me where the last guy is. Yeah, so there's only one more guy, and I have to knock 2 more people off roofs. So it's like, meh, or 4 more people off roofs. So yeah, it's not even close. Do I just take him down, or I try knocking him off a roof? Yeah, I try knocking him off a roof. But that's the last guy. Yeah, so that one takes 2 tries. But whatever, not a big deal.
Can't just let him spray bullets around Manhattan. Right.
Yeah, so this one's really interesting because that actually does automatically happen, unlike the other crimes. Other car crimes, normally you have to move to the front in order to get that to happen. For some reason on this one, you just take the guy out and then it automatically will take out the driver, which is nice. And you can actually do this in reverse order if you'd like to. You can fight the Sable van first and then chase after the car, and then the Sable van just catches up to you, I think. And then you have to fight Sable agents anyway. So that method I found to be a lot more difficult. So if you're doing this one, I recommend trying to get the front car first and then move on to that car. And there you saw on the left explain the whole situation where some Sable agents wear armor that makes them immune to your web attacks. And so it's like, that was such a weird tactic, I guess, that I don't think I ever really got used to it. I just kind of worked around it.
Nice job, me.
I just kind of fought Sable. I don't know. It never really came up. It just would come up sometimes and then be weird. Here it is. Here's the Sable Outpost. This was, I think, one of the hardest challenges. This is the perform 65 hit combo. And I did that while trying to hold a show going. So that was difficult. But I pulled it off and I'm proud of myself for it. But I've definitely gotten higher combos than 65 pretty easily. It was just a matter of trying to do that while talking. I think I just tried too hard, really. And I tried to do it here. Wait, what is the other challenge? Do I show it off? No. I don't want to interrupt myself when I... show it off. I do not appear to be showing it off though. Yeah, so I think the other challenge didn't involve stealth, and I was really worried that getting a 65 hit combo would be too difficult with all the, if I took out enemies with stealth. And so it's like, okay, well, let's get this combo started now, so I have as many opportunities as possible. But you'll find out here there's this weird break after I take out these guys that I should have stealthed, because I'm not even on wave 1. This is like wave 0. So as soon as I take all these guys out, then I switch to wave 1. So I end up not being able to get the combo anyway. Plus I lost my 33 hit combo right there. We could see if it would have been possible, but I doubt it. There aren't very many enemies around here. It's just a matter of you're supposed to stealth them to get the waves to start, but I didn't do that because I thought it would just start into the wave immediately, but I guess these Sable Outposts work a little bit differently than the other outposts do. You see me trying my darndest. I'm doing all the things. I think I even switched to the suit power, or not the suit power, but the, I don't know what they're called. The 3 things that I have to like slow down time and stuff like that.
Find out what they were up to.
Yeah, see, it like stops here. It's like, oh, I had a 35 hit combo. If I hadn't been hit there, I would have gotten the 65 hit combo. But whatever.
This sounds nuts, but I think this group of Sable agents is locking people up and straight up robbing them.
You mean asset seizure? That's for drug dealers, mobsters.
Yeah, well, they're applying it to anyone with nice cars or jewelry.
Which just makes them criminals. Treat them like it.
What is that supposed to mean? It means give him the fist.
Did you say, I'm gonna grow up and be a fascist oppressor? Yeah, you probably did.
Yeah, there's a chance of it. So yeah, you have to break their armor off, which I just did there. And this is where I have to deal with the jetpack guys. And this is my first time ever fighting jetpack guys in this game. Which is funny because in episode 20 of the main series, I believe they introduced the jetpack guys and was like, whoa, what are these jetpack guys? I guess I'll have to fight them. But it's like, I've been fighting so many jetpack guys. I can't believe they're just introducing them now. That was poor planning. But whatever. I mean, if I'd done the main mission, then it would have been the new introduction to them. It was, my own fault for doing it this way. But I would have personally introduced jetpack guys in a mission before allowing you to fight jetpack guys in the open world. But I didn't make this game.
I swear.
I honestly don't know how I lost my combo count there. Maybe I just took too long. Keep your combo going is annoying. But when sometimes you just get in that flow and then you're just like, kicking booty. I can't imagine trying to play this game on the hardest difficulty and also getting these like crazy challenges like that, where it's like, oh, kill or whatever, get the 65 hit combo. I don't know how much harder this game is. I did play it for a little bit. I played the first level on the hardest difficulty, and I perfected it. I didn't take damage for the whole first level, whatever, on the hardest difficulty. And I did that way back when. That was I can't even remember when that was. It was pretty early on though. So, oh, I'm gonna die. Yeah, so at this point I have no clue how I'm supposed to fight these jetpack guys. Little did I know they're actually super easy to fight. But didn't know that. So I'm just trying my darndest and trying not to die. And I want to use my focus to heal myself, but then I kind of need my focus to like prevent myself from getting hit. So one thing I do is one of those 3 powers, I think I was trying to say this earlier, was
Spider-Man, that Sable unit's gone rogue before. Sable International's got their hands too full to do anything about it, but they don't care if we do.
I was gonna take him down anyway, but this makes it more fun. Thanks.
I really wish I could remember what those things are called. They're like suit abilities and then suit powers or whatever. So whichever one is the 3 minor upgrades, not the 1 major that's dependent on the suit you own. It allows you to take 1 hit without resetting your combo. So I believe I have that ability on at this point. So if I don't have it on, then I definitely switch to it at some point.
Surrendering if you let me blare the siren on the way to lockup.
Because I think that's kind of important when you gotta go for this sort of thing. Oh, yeah, I'm trying not to die here. See, I'm trying my darndest to dodge. And yeah, there I got hit, but I still have my combo because I switched to it. So now I have 69, 70. So I'm doing perfectly fine. And at this point, I'm able to chill out and calm down and talk normally. And but you see how far I'm going at this point? Like, I only need 65, but it's just a matter of like, once you have a flow going, you got the flow going. Also there, my combo didn't drop even though I hadn't hit anyone for a while. So I don't know what it, I imagine it's all, I think you only lose your combo when you get hit, but sometimes it felt like you lost your combo even when you didn't get hit, just for like not hitting someone soon enough. So it was kind of confusing, but I do pretty good. Oh, and there I lose it. 92 hit combo. That's pretty good considering I only need 65. I did it while talking, and I'll never let that go.
You guys just won't stop. Tell
Well,
Silver Sable I said I'm not interested, and this is really getting stalkerish.
that'd be one of the stories I tell my grandkids. You know, I once played Marvel Spider-Man for the PlayStation 4 and got a 92 hit combo while trying to do a Let's Play show and talking the entire time. And then my kids will say like, Grandpa, I beat that game when I was 5. And I'd be like, shut your mouth, kid. Nobody likes you, not even your mother. Which I guess in this scenario I have a daughter or a son, and so his mother is my whatever daughter-in-law. I don't know. I don't know. Would I be more likely to pick on my own daughter's lack of love for her son, or my son's wife's lack of love for her son? I just don't know. I just don't know enough about myself as a person to be able to answer that question. Look at that. Look at all that focus I'm not using. Here, I have a 69 hit combo. I've already done it again. I've done this challenge twice over now. 72. It's like, it's just too easy. So much focus. Yeah, 76 hit combo. It's crazy. How am I so good? I don't know. Just praise me.
Seriously? How else did you think that would end?
Just everyone write in the comments how good I am at this game. Oh man, I'm not really expecting this series to get very many views. This was more done for because I want to show off the entire game. It was part of the reason I. Wow, that was difficult.
Thank you. I was so scared.
Is that it?
Captain, all the people in the cells are out, and they've got their property back.
Good. And Sable International swears they're going to prosecute that squad. I'll believe it when I see it.
Wow. Yeah, so when I started this whole series, my plan was...
Looks like the whole
Oh, here we
city's
go.
got the Parker luck.
Okay, I'll get you off the island and right back into Ryker's.
Yeah, so I think this is the one where we hear the SWAT team. See there's bullets being fired and stuff now. And then the SWAT team mentioned something like, oh, you're lucky that no one got hurt, Spider-Man. You really should be less reckless. And it's like, yeah, I personally totally agree with that. It may be dangerous to attack someone in a hostage situation, but I don't know, maybe, I guess I've been told that well, this isn't in a prison, but I've been told that, America's not a big fan of prisoners so, or hostages. So if a prisoner takes a person hostage, then the hostage is a little screwed at that point, I believe. But we're not in a prison, so I don't know if the same sort of things apply. But yeah, they'll just like tear gas all of them, which I'm surprised, including the hostage. They'll aim specifically for the hostage. I'm surprised that the SWAT team isn't using tear gas right now. I don't know if Spider-Man has like an air filter on his suit that would allow him to fight through tear gas, but I'm surprised he doesn't use those sorts of like classical non-lethal techniques when fighting these guys. Instead, he just beats them up, makes them feel it. But I mean, tear gas hurts. Like, I'm sure that's just as discouraging as getting punched a bunch of times. I don't know. Maybe someone needs to do like a study on which is more discouraging for criminals. Tear gas or getting punched a bunch. Punch a bunch. Yeah, so you can see that.
City's turning
I think I just didn't try hard enough that time.
Crazy people. Even more than it usually is, I mean. I can't let those Sable guards brutalize innocent people.
Oh no, where is it?
Come on. Demons and escaped prisoners on the loose, and you're arresting protesters?
It's gotta mention hostages at some point. Maybe it is next episode. Whatever. I'll try to let it stand out when it happens. Another weird, annoying thing about these Sable people is that they often have like these automatic turrets on their cars. Ow. And you kind of have to deal with those independently. And then they can like, stun you with that, which I don't even know how that hit me. Like curved. And then that allows you to not use any of your like web shooters, any of your gadgets. That's what they call them. You see him trying to grab this guy up, but he's like spin dodging somehow, which is weird. This guy's gonna get slam. Come on and slam, and welcome to the jam. Come on and slam if you wanna jam. Oh, I got the electrify 3 enemies. That's cool. I don't even remember me doing that. But yeah, I'm just trying to do air throws because that's what I have to do. So that's what you see me doing these super jumps. Some of these can be hard because you don't want to. It's harder to like get your camera in the right place, and even then, it's like, oh, why am I not picking this guy up? Like, what's going on? I mean, I get the jetpack guys. Though you can actually web throw the jetpack guys. You just have to be more like I could throw them here, but I just whatever. Like I said, I didn't really learn how to fight these guys yet. Like there, I can throw them after you hit them. You just can't throw them like blind like that. And they do have like pretty good offensive capabilities, but I think they're kind of supposed to be like a glass cannon type enemy. And then yeah, take out these turrets, but they can be used as weapons, which is nice. What else? Yeah, the Sable guy has a lot of really interesting enemy types that are kind of unique to them, and they appear right here at the end of the game. So it's kind of cool. Kind of diversifies it a little bit. And there you go. That's all the side challenges. Now I just have to knock everyone down. So you see, I just kind of web blast everyone.
Should have trusted Sable. She's crossed a line.
Happy to sign autographs, but no selfies.
So here we have these fights where you have to fight exclusively jetpack guys. And I think I died the first time I do one of these. This is my second attempt, just because I'm so bad at fighting these jetpack guys early on. But I should be able to perform 20 of these aerial attacks, considering they're mostly in the air. So, but I do believe this is another one of those situations where there's just not enough of them for me to get both the swing kicks and the 20 aerial combo hits. I don't know what's the difference between an aerial combo hit and just a non-combo aerial hit. Wow, that almost killed me. I think I do have a suit upgrade that makes it so I get like a last chance or something like that. I don't know how that works though. There's something that like allows you to, if something's gonna kill you, you can kind of avoid it somehow. Yeah, see there I got the 20 aerial hits.
Almost flattered Sable sending her best guys after me. Almost. Those Sable guys are way too rough. Maybe I should step in. Yeah, I'll step in.
It's like talking himself up to it. Maybe I should step in. Yeah, I'll step in. I'm gonna step in so hard. I'm gonna step into so many things. Oh, I'm gonna step into Dookie. People won't know what I stepped into. Yeah, I like put it on the guy in the middle. It's like, that's gotta be like useful at some point, right? Electrify. Do I switch to electricity? Yeah. So I should, instead of switch off of my, it still hit nobody. Like, oh, you've gotta be kidding me.
Try that on someone who can fight.
Is this electrify 5 enemies at once? Oh yeah, I ran out of electricity. So I think I don't successfully pull off that. Oh yeah, I switched to electric punch, and then it's like, okay, well that was easy. Retrieve a combo of 20 or more, that shouldn't be too difficult. It's just a matter of there's like so many guys in such a small area. You really gotta be on your toes with this one. I'm trying to pull down that tower because you're supposed to. And as you can see, the auto targeting is not great. And with that, I get my combo of 20 hits or more, which is good. Yeah, these Sable guys are just like a cluster of enemies that all want you dead. And so it makes it hard to pull off. But look how much focus meter I have. Like, you know, it shouldn't be that difficult if you just, you know, keep on your toes. But they're a pain. And then like this guy's supposed to be wearing armor, but I guess I took out his armor at some point, probably when I electrified him.
Gotta find a way to get Sable out of New York permanently.
Still a prison break if they're not even in prison yet? I'm touched by your devotion to your friends. I'll see to it you end up in the same cell block.
Do I throw this? Yeah, that's my favorite technique, is dodging the rocket and then throwing it, because I have the slow motion thing on. Oh, please tell me I use bombs. Oh no, I use it. Yes, I use bombs. Okay. There's so many guys here. It's like, yeah, that's the way to go. Whenever guys are concentrated like that, that's what you want to use. Yeah, impact. It's best. Yeah, that way I can stick them to walls. What am I supposed to do here? Oh, web throw 3 enemies at other enemies. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing now. Woo! Because the web throw is the FB webbed up. That's the regular throw. So see if I do a web throw. That's a web throw, but I have to web throw enemies at enemies. Ow. I hate fighting brutes. Their attacks are just too brutal. No. Yeah, that's not the web throw. It's just a regular throw. That's the web throw. That's not a web throw. This is a web throw. The dangerous part is if you throw them, yeah, close to a wall, there's a chance they'll hit the wall instead of another enemy. And then you don't get your successful hit. But I think I do pull this one off. Nope, not like that. Let me see. Do I do it? I'm trying to. Yeah, cool, I pulled it off.
I got you.
Oh, these are pretty cool. I kind of like these, like, the quick time saving people. Although it is kind of weird because he's like, hurry, and then you like stand there and wait for the quick time event to finish. It's like, it's not very hurrying of you. But it kind of is cool to like finish with a little hostage rescue situation. Not hostage, but
I almost died.
yeah.
You're safe now, but you should get checked by a doctor.
Lethal force
Doctors are kind of busy right now, but sure.
I can't shake him.
Wash your windows?
Weapon system down.
That was the weirdest set of exclamations in a row. So yeah, this was the electrify. So you see, I just like boom, boop, electrify everybody, easy win. Just take them all out while they can't move.
Oh, up for me? Thank you, Sable International.
It's now I'm stuck on that whole. Yeah, so you see, I immediately run over here. I'm trying to get that turret off, and some of those turrets can be really hard to hit for some reason. Oh, that guy just died somehow. That was unfortunate of him. Let's everybody press F. Press F. Pay respects. I know I've shown that off on the channel, so I won't throw it in again here. But that's the classic Call of Duty. Press F to pay respects. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that sort of thing. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Look up Call of Duty pay respects.
With sniper rifles, not a good combo.
The only thing worse than jackals, but jackals with sniper rifles. Although in this case they're prison convicts. Yeah, here I'm like, oh shoot, I'm supposed to knock them off roofs. I totally forgot. Well, that's okay. I think I get all 4 of them in one go, which is makes it all worth it. So we'll see. Let's see, where's that? It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's right here. See all those 4 guys? Like fools. They don't even realize they're already dead. Welcome to my party. Yep. And oh no.
Aw, you shouldn't have.
Oh, that guy didn't get knocked off. That's okay. Do I throw him off? No, I just push him off the old-fashioned way. I think I knock all these 4 guys off the roof though as well, if I'm not mistaken. I only have 1 more of these things left, so oh, maybe I don't. No, I do it the slow way. But that's cool. I don't know. Oh, probably trying to build up my gadgets back because you have to hit people to get gadgets. All right. And with that, I think that'll be the end for this video. So
Some well-armed convicts.
thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time. Zoink out.